Good morning, Emi ma'am.
Good morning. Hello.
Hope you can see me, right?
Can you hear me? No?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's fine. Okay.
I was wondering where to join. Thank goodness. I think we can start the session, Nitya ma'am. We are already late.
Yes, ma'am. I'll start. Good morning, everyone. We have with us a great personality, Emi Yano. Ma'am, we welcome you first of all. And I welcome all the dignitaries present here. And it is a warm morning. And it is, in fact, it is a noon. So I welcome our chief guest, Emi Yano. She is the IEEE Region 10 Women in Engineering Committee Chair 2019-22, and she's the IEEE Region 10 Women in Engineering Committee Chair for 2019 to 2022. And in fact, Emi Yano ma'am has graduated from the Graduate School of Engineering at Chuo University, Tokyo, Japan. She specialized in Kansai engineering. It is like effective engineering. And she is a human-friendly person. And in fact, she has also made her human-friendly information processing technology for suiting diversity of users' cognitive and behavioral response. Wow, that's great to hear, ma'am. So before assuming her current position, she worked in an information integration company as a web usability engineer and has accumulated several years of experience in web consulting using the human-centered design and design thinking process. In fact, in 2009, she moved to Recall IT Solutions. Currently, she is focusing on personal training for engineers and improving communication between people in the workspace through effective leadership and organizational development in the HR department. Great, ma'am. And she has also been a very active volunteer in IEEE since 2008. Yeah. She was the chair 2016 to 2017 of IEEE Japan Council for Women in Engineering, and she is currently the chair of Region 10 Asia Pacific Women in Engineering Committee. So IEEE WIE activities. So she has conducted so much WIE activities, and she connects people through that and brings them to a big smile. Ma'am, that is wonderful to hear, and I give you a warm welcome to this great event. And we are expecting a brief introduction of career opportunity in Japan. And once again, I welcome all the dignitaries present here. Good morning.
Okay, thank you very much for your kind introduction. So can you see my screen? It's okay? It's fine? Oh, it's okay? Okay, thank you. Okay, hello everyone. I am Emi Yano. I'm currently IEEE Region 10 Double Chair. So we are living in the very hard situation in the world pandemic, and I hope that you and your family are doing well, keeping safe and healthy. And returning Mother Conference is a wonderful event for students and professionals who want to learn about career sustainability, career development, and life skill development. So it is also a thoughtful initiative and a very good way to have a connect with people. So I am honored to be here as a speaker. Thank you very much. Thank you again, Prof. Ramanosa, inviting me today. And thank you, organizing team, for your hard work. Okay, then working in Japan. So working and developing your career in Japan. What kind of image do you have? Is that a positive one? So Japan is island nation, is surrounded by the sea. The population of Japan is about 127 million people. So I am working in an IT company in Japan. It's a subsidiary company of global digital service company, but our HQ is in Japan. So if you want to work in Japan, you required technical professional skills and also Japanese language skill, because most of Japanese domestic companies are using Japanese for working. So okay, today I'm talking about the career development opportunity in Japan. And let me introduce my self a little bit. So I graduated at Cho University, and my major is Kansei Affective Engineering. And after my graduation, I worked as a web usability engineer. And after that, I was supporting female student career development in university as an industry academia collaboration coordinator. And at that time, I am very lucky to have opportunity to meet many role models in Japan and know female engineers' career. And after that, I moved to the IT company, and I am now in the management position in the company and in HR department. And my team is working for supporting employees, engineers, career development, and also are taking care of the recruitment. So, and I am focusing on improving the communication between people in the workplace. Okay, let's start this data. So the Global Gender Gap Index benchmarks the evaluation of gender-based gaps among 4 key dimensions and to track progress towards closing these gaps over time. So 4 key dimensions are economic participation and opportunity, education attainment, health and survival, and political empowerment. And in the most recent Global Gender Gap Index announced by the World Economic Forum on March 31, 2021. So Japan ranked 120th out of 156 countries. And it's no secret that Japan is struggling disparately to increase the percentage of women in management. It is only 15% today. And that's below the global average, 23%, and far from the Japanese government's 30% target. So originally, Japan government has a 30% target by 2020, but it's already passed. So the target has already been pushed by 10 years because it just wasn't happening. And here is the graph of the percentage of wives who continue to working before and after giving birth to the first child, and also percentage of male workers at private corporation who take care of paternity leaves. So it's a really low percentage, but it depends on the company. For example, my company's female engineers after giving birth to their child, 100% engineers back to the office, and the male last year 88% male employees having the paternity leaves. So it's increasing, and I hope the Japan's average is increased very quickly. And here is from some data. Here is some data from the Global Gender Gap Report. It means the female representation in emerging job clusters. So only 2 of 8 emerging job cluster targets are at the gender parity, and many shows several underrepresentation of women. So it's already we are having some gaps between men and males, men and females. For example, AI, big data, and agile coach. So like this. Okay, let's back to the Japan situation. So, improving the situation of Japan, the government has the Act on Promotion of Women's Participation and Advancement in the Workplace. So this act aims to promote the participation and advancement of women in labor force based on three principles: provide activity and exploit opportunity to hire and promote women, and improve an environment where women and men can balance work and family life, and respect women's choice with regard to her balance between work and family life. So key point of the act is devise action plans. Government agencies, local government, and the private sector corporation with more than 300 employees are imposed the following on with the guideline by the national government. First one is collect and analyze the data on issues of gender and employment. And the second one is devise and disclose action plan to improve gender equality with create objective and measurement based on these analytics. The third one is announce the data regarding the women participation and advancement. So then what's happened in the workplace and near my office and in my workplace? So the one, lack of role models in workplace. So it's unfortunately it is still difficult to find role models in workplace. So many women don't have female role models to show them what could be possible for them. So how can you want something if you don't know it even exists? And the second one is a lack of motivation and the confidence to step up in the business. There is unconscious bias in both men and women. And unconscious bias are the underlying attitude and stereotypes that people unconsciously attribute to another person or group of people that affect how they understand and engage with person or group. And also there are imposter syndrome. And when they, for example, when women are joining a new team or running a new skill, many women cannot have confidence. So thinking I am not good enough, or compare themselves with others, or tend to overwork. So, and also in this world pandemic, one more issue is happening now. So lack of communication. So recently people, including me, people is working from home. So it means you can focus on your study and you can focus on your work, but sometimes the communication is limited. So if you live alone, it may less communication opportunity than before. So this is also one of the issue. And how we improve that kind of situation. So here are the 5 key for improvement for the situation. And one thing is the diversity. So you don't need to compare with others because each of us are different. So respect yourself and respect others. And the second one is the work-life management. So now women and men can manage work and family life. So before in Japan, many male working very hard till the midnight, but also women also, yes. But now it's a little bit better. We can manage our time for work and family life. And the third one is a develop yourself. So in my company at the training, so some female engineer who has a children, and she shared her situation. So now in this situation, there are many webinars and online training before, but has not enough time for the attending. So because she need to take care of her children. But I think it's true. So mothers need to take care of her children, but also fathers also can supporting them or take care of themselves. So women has many things to do, but however, even if 5 minutes every day, it's enough. So you can use time for yourself and for your development yourself. And the fourth one is be yourself. It means leadership skills. So, for example, my leadership style is collaboration type, I think. So my pleasure is supporting around me. So if someone need to help, I am very happy to support them. So the leadership style is also different each of you. So please find also your leadership skill and be yourself. And the final fifth one is networking. So find a role model is a good way to imagine the future career. So networking is also a very good thing for you. Okay, then so for the developing your career. Your career, I think IEEE is a very good place because, as you know, IEEE is the world's largest professional association, and here is a very diverse community and a community filled with technology professionals, and all are welcome and all are respected. Also, IEEE, so we members make lifelong friendship, acquire influence mentors, and make a difference for the benefit of humanity. So from my experience, here is my IEEE journey, some of my IEEE journey. So I started my IEEE journey in 2008. So it's already past more than 10 years. And the Prof. Takako Hashimoto, she invited me as a IEEE Japan Council XCOM member. And at that time, I was supporting female student career development in university as an industry academia collaboration coordinator. So IEEE volunteer activities have been a great opportunity to expand my network, and I can learn a lot from my IEEE friend. And you can see some photo here. And at that time, I just started local activity with Tokyo Young Professional Team. It is very small step, but after 10 years, you can see the big photo with many people, and there it's from the International Leadership Summit Tokyo to 2018. So there are many experience. I got many opportunity to develop my career, and I had many experience for collaborate with many people in very diverse teams. So it is a really good experience for me. And now I'm in management position in my company. That experience is really helped me to support my team or organize something in company too. Okay, and these are from Region 10 activities. And now I am in charge of Region 10 WA chair. And it has been completely different years for the world due to the corona pandemic, and it's still very hard to make opportunity to have a face-to-face event. But the number of membership is increasing, and we affinity groups. The volunteer members in Region 10 are very active. So there are a lot of wonderful events like today, Returning Mother Conference, and also networking and the technical event and so on. So we know distance never separate us. We can connect and work together in online. So let's work together for benefit of humanity. And this is my team, the right committee team. I'm very happy to work with them. And Region 10, we are have some project. Next week, next Tuesday, we have a webinar. So if you have a time, please join us. Okay. And this is the last part from my presentation. So in this situation, I feel it is more important to have deep relationship across organization and the generations. So deep relationship is one of the important factors in well-being. So I'd like to share 3 points from Dr. Tal Ben-Shahar's talk. He taught the most popular course, Positive Psychology in Harvard University. Number 1 is being exactly there. When you are together, even online today, like today, focus on the friendship and the relationship. The second one is working together and collaborating on the meaningful project to achieve your goals. The number 3 is learning from the mistakes, appreciating and supporting each other. So IEEE is a very diverse committee, and here is one place where you can change and take action to change the world. Okay, let's change the world with us. So it's sometimes the change the world. It's you feel it's looks very hard things, but I believe we can change the world if take a first step. So let's take a first step for the change the world. And IEEE and IEEE and your friend are here with you. So many friends and the collaboration opportunities are waiting you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Indeed, it is a very excellent session, and you have given a very great insight on what is being happening in Japan and the women in engineering affinity group in Japan. And you have mentioned where you have been and what is the growth level you find and what are all the steps you have taken to attain the growth level. And indeed, it is a very eye-opening session for many people present here. In fact, I could understand what I should do in the next level of my WIE career. So thank you for your presence. Now the stage is open to the audience. Would anybody like to ask any questions or queries or suggestions from Emi ma'am? You could open your mic. You can ask a request. We will open your mic. You can ask ma'am directly. Yeah. Preeti Lakshman ma'am has asked. Ma'am, you can open your mic and speak out, ma'am. Yeah, she's present.
Thank you, Emo, and thank you, coordinator, for giving me the opportunity. And the topic was career opportunity in journey, and you had connected us with us saying, giving an example of the life. How did you go ahead, and what are the areas? And also, you gave us statistics about the inclusivity of women in Japan and the areas where a woman can flourish, like engineering, water management, how less it is, and all those things. And as an IEEE engineer, how you can progress your career by collaborating and all those things. And also you have given us an understanding about like we need to upskill ourselves or recalibrate about ourselves, and what are the bias and all. My query to you is like, how can you an experienced person, because the name says career opportunity in Japan, So automatically people will think there's a placement or something. Sorry about it. So it is like, how can, because it is I know as a country we need to know Japanese very well, because the books, everything in is Japanese. You have to have the lingo to communicate and all those things. But if a person is experienced and he is something, skills and knowledge, everything is there, so definitely the country might think about taking them, training them with respect to language. So for this, let me come back to the question. How can an experienced or a person can contribute, collaborate, and start a career in Japan? What is the visa process and the age criteria for working folks? Like, how do you need to apply, or for job opportunities if you're applying globally, sitting in India or anywhere? How do we this, because jobs will be local for the local candidates, the market demands are there. So how do you open out regarding that? And also I wanted to know, like, if a person wants to come and work, if I go and study, for these youngsters, they can go there and study, and how do you perform? You can try out for the job, right? So for a person who is not going to study, how can he come to Japan to work? And the third question is the age criteria. What is the age criteria? Like, it's something of immigration process, right? They have age criteria. Based on that, your parameter changes, right? Your value of contribution changes. That I want to understand. And also, yeah, that is it. These are three. I'll repeat the thing. One is how an experienced person can contribute, collaborate, and start a career in Japan. Second question is, what is the visa process and the age criteria for working in Japan? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your very good question. And so the first question, if you have enough experience and you want to start your career in Japan, so it's really depends on the company. So some companies are opening their hiring to all countries, because now it's easy to having conversation in the online. So you may find your job. Yeah, actually, sometimes I got some entry from India or other country, but our company requires the Japanese skill. It's a little bit difficult for sometimes them. But yes, it's for experienced person. It depends on the company's situation and the company's requirements. So please check the company's website if you want to work in Japan. And visa process, sorry, I am not very familiar with the visa process.
Visa process, I understood, ma'am, because once they get an opportunity, the company will automatically will process them, because they need that resource, so they will handle it. And I asked this question for the benefit of younger people who want to apply, because some people who can go there and do the MS research, it is one way for them. Or you might see the PhD personals in this particular country who can contribute to a particular area. Those people can collaborate and they can work. But those who are not in the teaching profession and they're in the corporate or industry experience, how do they come in? How can they contribute and be part of this progressive country which has technologically advanced, and after the nuclear war, how they have gone it? So I just wanted to.
Yeah, so for young people, for students, so one of the opportunity is using the university's support. So because if there in Japan, there is an original hiring system for students. So it's we have a same time schedule for the company. So if you're a student, it's easy to find a job, come to Japan and study in master class or PhD class in Japan, and after that you can find the job in Japan. I think it's more easy to find the job. But if you are in the India and you already study in India, so maybe one thing is collaborate with other universities, professors. So it's university professor knows very well about the company in Japanese company, and sometimes they have some project with company. So it's more I think it's more easy to find the way to get the job in Japan.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm sure that it's a good answer for you.
Thank you. And so I believe the academic people can help. I'm from the industry experience. I'm not in the teaching and research. Only thing if I have to is I have to get into the teaching and research and then take it up to be part of the. But I wanted to say it is a virtual world now. Thanks to COVID, digital transformation is happening. People have limitations to go out and work. So they have opened and embraced this technology, virtual world. And using Zoom meeting or Teams, we can automatically collaborate. The platform is open. We can identify respective person who can contribute in that particular field. And educate the local community about educate, inspire and pursue the local community about it. So have you thought in that particular line how about bringing in resources, collaborating with them?
So collaborate is it's depends on the project. So but yes, now it's more opportunity to collaboration using like online meeting. So yes, some companies having working with other countries company or student. So I know the my friend are trying to developing some web system with where is that? It's other countries, and it's startup company, and the young people are trying to make a new system. So they are collaborating Japan and the it's Middle East, Asia, or like that.
Thank you. Any last question? Because as part of a project management, and it opened me last year, I could do training or preparation with respect to a person sitting in US who is very key in that because through LinkedIn. Now here we wanted to know is because I know Japan has is progressed with respect to disability inclusivity. Like disabled people, they are being used as a voice for those like chatbots, AI chatbots for a lot of things. I have read an article, I have read and I have watched videos. But I just want to bring up yesterday's conference. I met a amazing speaker, Gigi Ghosh, who is a cerebral palsy affected person, and she had she has a challenge. She uses the text to speech converter, but she had told us we have a challenge with respect to slow speech, the speech of a cerebral or a stroke or a Parkinson person, which can be converted into something like a legible, so that the family and the people around them are not frustrated. So this is something which I think the technology guys here, IEEE engineers, can collaborate with those things. Will you be able to find out, help us in networking or collaborating with the like-minded innovators there? Because this disability is across, there is no geographical difference, because a parent can have a disabled child who is affected at the cerebrum level. So I want to understand and collaborate with those people, like the engineers out there who are neurologists, neuroengineers who are working on that particular platform. I also, to reignite my knowledge, I had done something with the neural networks from the Harvard, like sitting, but I don't have a hands-on experience, but I can relate it. So this is one of the cause which we were looking at. So if we can collaborate as or show us a link, because Ramalata ma'am is there, she will be able to happy to team up with them. So that is something like our engineers also can be working, so we are collaborating. So
Yes.
yeah.
So let's discuss about that. So, okay, thank you very much for your
Thank
time.
you. Thank you.
Maybe
Thank you so much, Preeti ma'am. Ma'am, I have a volunteer who's continuously asking this question. Nandita, could you open your mic and ask your question to Emi ma'am?
hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
This is
Hello.
Nandita. Hello, ma'am. So, as a student, how can we and how are the ways we can approach and how can we get internship opportunities or job opportunities in Japan, ma'am? And is there possibility through IEEE also?
Okay, so actually, I truly now we don't have any project for the internship in opportunity in Japan. But yes, I like to find some way to support these requests, and I'm happy if I can help you and other students for internship opportunities. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
So I request everybody to switch on their video so that we could take a group selfie. Everybody, could you switch on your video? Right. Hi all. I have one more request, ma'am. It's like Aishwarya Bandla needs to speak to you. Ma'am, Aishwarya ma'am, could you switch on your audio and you can speak with Emi ma'am? Can you do that now? Yeah,
Hi,
you are
Emi.
there.
Hi.
That amazing talk. Always lovely to listen to you.
Hi, Wendy.
Um, Nitya, do you see a group key option at the bottom of your screen?
No, I couldn't able to see. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
But I
Is
couldn't able to.
Varnika, are you around?
What, ma'am?
Is Varnika around? We can go ahead.
Okay,
Or we can just do a screen capture of the speakers.
sure.
Okay, then all of you smile. Just a second.
Prajul, you can switch on your video, Prajul. Ramlata ma'am? Yeah, that is good.
Okay, let's go for one more. Smile. Okay, awesome. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Have a good lunch and we'll see you at next session.
Yeah, thank you, Emi ma'am, for giving me this, giving us this great information on career opportunity in Japan. And in fact, I need to thank you, personally from WAE Madras section because you have been a great support in every term for Madras section people. And I like to thank you so personally from as a chair of Madras section. And here we are presenting a memento to you. Kindly accept our memento. So it is like. It is to thank you for your presence, for sharing your insights through the session. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Ramlata ma'am is here. Ma'am, could you speak to
Thank you,
Emi?
Emi. Thank you so much.
Thank you
I
so
think
much.
your patience is really great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all. Thank you all for all your presence. So we hope this session ends now. So thank you. Have a great day and be with us in all these sessions. Thank you. Bye. Have a great day.
Bye. Stay safe.